Welcome to Junk to Gems, early edition. That was the only good bull I had to come up with on short notice, y'all. I didn't have time to prepare for that one. So, Joe, I love you, brother, man. First one in here. Jan, right after that. Yep, and Jan, he beat you again. Kindness, Ace. There's Dink and Tank. Carol Main. So I'm going to say hi to everybody real fast here, real quick. And um, let's see, who else we got here? We got Shirley Welch, Cheryl, Gwen, Shirley Welch, Shiloh Acres, my Michigan friends, Gwen, Southern Peach Farms, and Stefan. I love the fact that you stay up every night so late for me. It makes my heart, man. I appreciate it. And I don't even know if you're male or female, so it's fun. Specify that for me. Would you clarify that for me, whether you are male or female? Because I know over there it could be either one with that name. So Jonesy, good night, mate. And J.A., I'm scanning down through here. Troy Sutton, what's happening? Miss Kindness. And Paul, there's my brother from another mother over the pond there. Ariel, Shalom. West House. Rose Chastain. See who else we got here. Midnight Vlogs, cool. Sharon and Donald Markham. Okay, I'm trying to scan down. Y'all are flying on me here. Male, okay, Stefan, all right. Just want to make sure, so I didn't call you a girl, bro. Margot, what's happening? Let's see. Like I said, I'm getting down through here, y'all. And Cheryl Guess. Okay, so I got everybody in the chat said hello to. So if you want to be, if you want me to say hello to you, just get in the chat there and say what's happening. So anyway, yes, the rebranding is, I don't know if any of you have noticed, the rebranding is slowly but surely coming along. As most of you know, I am not the techie person by no means. So I have slowly but surely been trying to figure it out, and slowly but surely getting away from the whole homesteading theme. Like I said in my video, I don't feel like the homesteading theme stays true to my channel. So I'm just trying to get away from that. There's Charlene Grady and Yvonne. What's happening? Kindness, sorry, can't play guitar. Play guitar. Rich Live, what's happening, Tim? Thank you, man. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. In fact, I may be heading your way, Tim. So I may reach out to you when I come through there. That may be real soon. So I'd love to meet up with you and have a drink or a beer or some groceries and hang out with you for a little bit. I've missed you, bro. So anyway, yeah, like I said, the whole rebranding thing I'm working on slowly but surely. I'm working, trying to figure it out, kind of thing. I do have the guy that's been helping me with my thumbnails. He's been working on some ideas for me for like a new logo and what have you like that, and we are going to be changing the banner once again and trying to make all that happen. And like I said, just trying to get away from the whole homesteading theme here. I'm one of them people that I don't like. I guess I want to be true to the channel, totally. I don't want to be trying to say something that's not happening. You know what I mean? Because like the whole homestead, I'm really not a homesteader. Thank you, man. Thank you, Tim. Making it home. What's happening? You actually want to hang out with Tim, right? Because Tim is awesome, man. Tim is one of the few people in the world that stays true to himself, and he's like just a real genuine type of person. So yes, I do. I loved him. So anyway, and on tour with Jonesy as well. So we got, I could say G'day, mate, twice. I don't know how he does that. He just flips the channels over like four. Man, I do good to manage one channel, Jonesy. There's Robert Holland. Uh, Missed that one. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Aaron Phillips from Kansas. I am trying my best to stay strong. Geraldine Wade from Prescott, Arizona. You know, it seems like I've walked through Prescott once or been through it. I know I've been through it in the truck, but it seems like I walked through that town once. Backroads 82, what's happening? Because you know, back in my teens, y'all, I literally hitchhiked from Michigan to Florida. Or I take it back. Let me start over. I hitchhiked from Michigan to Maine, back to Michigan, then from southern Michigan to northern Michigan, and then back to southern Michigan, and then from Michigan to Florida, to Alabama, to Houston, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona, Steilacoom, Washington, back to Kansas, and then back to Michigan again at 16. So yeah, like I said, I've probably seen more of this country hitchhiking than most people will ever see in their lifetime. And I met some amazing people during that journey. And man, just think back then, if they'd have had YouTube back then, what kind of journey that would have been. You know what I mean? That would have been so cool, I think. But yeah, I mean, I got to see like, if anybody's seen Forrest Gump, you know, like I've got to see those 2-lane roads with those mountains, and I've got to see the Glacier Lake, and you know, I've got to see all those kinds of cool things. I have, Wes. I have spent much time in the Carolinas. There's Patrick, Cuddly Texan. Yeah, I've been through the Carolinas a lot. I didn't hitchhike through there much though. I mean, I pretty much went out west because, you know, of just, I don't know, I guess just because that's where the Army kind of took my mom and what have you. So, you know, and I had met people along the way that, you know, it kind of guided me out that way, I guess, you know, during the hitchhiking time. There's Nancy Brown. Hey, Gary, glad to see you. I'm glad to see you more happy. I am getting there. Yes, thank you. Take a little road trip. Yes, I am definitely going to be doing that, y'all. Soon I will be taking that road trip when all of this other stuff, the whole VA stuff and all that kind of stuff calms down, and I kind of figure out where I'm going to be going and what have you like that. Then yeah, I am going to plan on taking a road trip. It's the dreaded Scott Lass. There's Cat. What's happening? Auntie Anne. And you know, I'm the drill. I'm listening and cooking. I know it. So what you cooking tonight, Auntie Anne? I'm curious now. Because, you know, y'all, I have pretty much, there's Mr. Neil. What's happening? So through all this stress, y'all, I'm not going to lie. I haven't been cooking very much or eating very much, you know, like I try to, I don't know, I just haven't had much appetite. And I mean, it's got to the point where all of my pants, I pretty much have to have a belt in order just to walk around the house now. So, but you know, it is what it is. I will get there. You know, I've never been real big into a lot of cooking, and I'm not a foodie type of person anyway, because it's just not something I really into. Brett says he hitchhiked from California to Florida and then California to Michigan. Yep. So you know that trip. Ribeye pork loin. Awesome. You know, I love Annie Ann. That's one thing I do love. And just a little trick secret for you about ribs, y'all. When I was going to college, I learned to cook some country style ribs very well. And then I learned that if you buy a Boston butt and slice it up, that's where pork ribs come from. Boneless, you know, country style ribs. That's where they come from. And man, that is the cheapest and best way to get them just the way you want them. Neil and Beth, yes. Southern Peach, you got this. Thank you, dear. I appreciate that very much. It's hitchhiking out of California can be weird. Hitchhiking period is weird. I mean, I met some real nutcases out there, but on the same note, I met some really awesome people out there, y'all. What? I missed that one. Hang on, let me run back up real quick. Sorry, I missed it. Uh, the state park I used to work in, South Carolina, where they filmed all of the Vietnam. Oh, really? In Forrest Gump. That is very cool. I love that movie, Forrest Gump. Oh, Robert, I have been to Alaska. I've actually driven a truck up there back when uh, that highway was 700 and some miles of dirt road. So yes, I hear it's all paved all the way from Canada all the way over now. But yeah, it was crazy. Byron, I've just been working on the house today. I had to go get propane this morning. So, because it still gets a little cool in here at night. So I had to go get propane this morning and still trying to finish up both ends down here because we've got some 20s and 30s coming, like Sunday and Monday, I think they said. So there's SW. What's happening? All kinds of stuff, but it's whether or not they want to, right? Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what Ed Midnight Vlogs is like. I mean, I can cook. I just, like I said, I'm not a big foodie person. So for me, if it just fills the void, I'm pretty much good. You know what I mean? And I haven't had a whole lot of desire to even do that lately. The stress has been killing me lately. So now I just want to get all this stuff behind me, and I'm trying to catch up with the comments as well here, yo. There's Danny Salas, and just move on. Be ready to move on. Now, again, like I said in the video, I am in kind of a limbo stage. You know what I mean? I still haven't found out when my next appointment is, and it's for the TBI, which is traumatic brain injury from the wreck that I had when I was in the military. So I've got to get that behind me. Once that one get that behind me, then hopefully they'll just go ahead and approve the rest of it, and then I know for sure that I can be a lot more comfortable moving forward and trying to get a plan on where I want to be. So I know I've read the comments, and a lot of you have said, stay where you're at, but something I didn't put in the video, y'all, is staying where I'm at. I don't think is an option at all. I've had way too much loss since I've been here on this property. And I just don't feel like this is healthy for my mental status in the world, and moving on. So, I mean, you got to figure since I've been on this property, I have lost 2 dogs whom I love dearly. I have lost a daughter. I have lost Shorty. I've lost a girlfriend, and now those things are, that's just part of life. I get it. But on the same note, to me, it's almost like that's just a little too much loss for me. So I just feel like it's just best for me to move on. And I really want to be closer to my kids anyway. Even though I am a lot closer than I was in Florida, I still want to be, Florida was 17 hours away. I'm still 5 hours away. So I would like to be a little less than that. There's Tim Wren. What's happening? I am doing well. Thank you. I know, right, Paul? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I had a couple of, like I said, I had a couple of times there that it was a little freaky out there. Karen Anthony says, "Brr, yeah, it's actually not too bad right now. It's 63 out there right now, but yeah, that 20s are coming up, and it's only for a couple of days, and it's going to warm right back up again." Geraldine Waits is glad to see you happy and upbeat. Thank you. And I try to be that way, y'all. Just that last hit was a little much for me. You know what I mean? It was just like, okay. I think everybody gets to a point when stress just overtakes your life, and then you go, okay, well, look, now it's time just to shut down and regroup, start over. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I had to do for that few days there. It was just sorry, my words. Yeah. So that's what you got to do sometimes. You just got to just, like I said, regroup. I ordered me some post-it notes because I'm going to go back there and I'm going to retrain the brain again and get myself prepped for this new adventure. And whatever that adventure is, I don't know, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm not. Okay, will do me 3 meals, right? So I'm not looking to make change super fast, but right now, as it stands right now, I'm at that point where I'm established here for the VA. Okay, so I have to get that stuff behind me. Once the rest of that is finished up, then the rest of it will just come, and it'll happen as it happens. And I'm one of them people that, how do I put this? Let me find some good words for this here. I'm one of them people that just says, okay, look, if you put the notion out there in the world, and you start to, all right, Tim, help me out with the words here. You start to just put it out there that this is, the change that has to happen and what have you like that. And you kind of get it in your brain and you visualize it and what have you like that. And then you go, okay, well, this is what you got to do. And this is, yeah, plus my truck, and I worked so hard on getting that truck going. Yeah. So I kind of visualize the change, and you bring it to fruition, so to speak. And I say, I kind of sit back and I kind of let the universe bring that to me to fruition. At the same time, I don't just sit back and say, wait for it to happen. I just put things in place and put the notion out there and into the universe, and I let the universe do its thing. I know it's coming, and it's all good. Thank you, Stefan. Yeah, I am much more happier. Like I said, I had to just take a break. And talking to my kiddos, and all that, that's like, they, Coach, she's my oldest, and she kind of put a few things into perspective for me, plus a couple other people I have talked to lately have put a lot of things into perspective for me, and talk through it. And I'm glad you decided to stay on YouTube. Yeah, and to be honest with y'all, the only reason I stayed on YouTube is for y'all. YouTube has, I've gotten to meet so many awesome people in the world, and it is kind of a way to vent in your life. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Been toying with the thought of looking at a place in Kentucky. There's just something about Kentucky. Oh, that sounds like a song title right there. Yep, something about Kentucky. I used to live there once. A little town called what was the name of that town? Shoot. See, had that blonde moment. Kentucky. What was the name of that place? Because they used to have a T-shirt saying something about I survived that highway there because it was so bad. Yeah, Margot, they are moving a lot better than they were at a VA hospital in Michigan. Cool, that's very cool. So yeah, they are moving a lot better. And again, it's pretty sad when I finally was able to get all of my records, y'all. I know I got sidetracked there for a minute, but it was kind of messed up that in my records. Okay, so when I talked to the VA said that the Army dropped the ball. When I first got out, they were supposed to be giving me these benefits when I first got out, right? Told me that the Army dropped the ball. Well, no, they didn't drop the ball. The Army sent the paperwork to the VA because I found a letter in my records that was dated from the VA November of 1986, just a couple of months after I got out. So basically the VA dropped the ball and never sent the letter to request more information, and never sent it back to the military to get records or nothing like that. So the VA dropped the ball. Uh, keep to yourself as much as you can. My circle is actually moon shaped, right? Yeah, I agree, Danny. In fact, somebody else around here actually told me that too. That same thing. That you keep your circle small. Um, Forget the past and move on. Start a new adventure. That's what I plan on doing. I want to. And again, that's another reason for getting away from the whole homesteading theme. I really want to get back to Aaron Phillips. Right? Thanks, Aaron. So yeah, I want to get away from that, and yes, Jonesy, I did. I That's what I enjoy doing, is fixing things and building things and stuff like that, and just turning junk into gems. That's something I love to do. I love to try new things and see if I can make it work. Hence the buggy. So that's, and again, that's where I want to get back to that with this channel. I mean, I never in a million years thought that uh, that I would even go this far with this. I was told years ago that I should start a YouTube channel, and I was like, I didn't know you could make a living at it, or even make money at it, let alone anything else. So, and Bobby says, I got a friend up here in town. Thank you, Bobby. In fact, I got some stuff for you. You need to come by here and get them. Uh, if you want a new life, you gotta light the fuse. That's right. Yep, light the fuse at your own pace and just keep moving. And thank you, Karen. We appreciate it. I appreciate that very much. So again, that's what I want to get back to the channel. That's why I'm trying to rebrand the whole thing and then just get away from the whole homesteading thing, because that's not true to who this channel really is, or I really am. I did the whole country thing and farm thing when I was a kid, and I really didn't care for that too much. So yeah, I'm ready just to get out and enjoy some of the world and enjoy my grandkids and enjoy my kids and be able to play with them. I'm trying to scan down through the comments because they just started flying by me out. So Candy's Life, what's happening? Never been to Kentucky. Come see you sometime. You get settled, Junk the Gems. That would be awesome. Thank you. I'd love that, Candy. I think that would be great. Colonel Sanders. I don't know where Paul comes up. I'm starting to wonder if Paul ain't really AI. And somebody just put in a very I don't know how you would even say describe that, Paul, but I think it's hilarious. Said, Jed, move away from there. Said California is a place you ought to be, so I loaded up a truck and moved wherever he. Too much boredom, hate, and misery there for you. I agree. I will find my happy place, Stefan. I promise you that. I will find that. It's coming. Corey Allen just said, well, I'm just going to say I don't know everything, but no one in that community should be ostracized like you have. Thank you. Thank you very much, Carrie. I appreciate that. Yeah, there was no reason for any of that whatsoever, y'all, be honest with you. But there's some people just can't let it go. But that's okay. Like I said, it's my kids live in Oklahoma. Good old Fort Sill area. Fort Sealy. There's Patricia Rayfield. Hello. So like I said, it's like a new journey. It's almost like getting to start YouTube all over again from fresh. And I think it's once I took the perspective of looking at it that way instead of looking at all the crap here, all of a sudden it just kind of made more sense to go down that route, and I started embracing that change, and that's that's who I am anyway, and that's who I want to be. Janice Fulham, what's happening? Patricia Rayfield. So that's where I want to go with that, and I think it's awesome. Rockin' Ranch, what's happening, Mr. Scott? That's my friend Scott, Rockin' Ranch. y'all got to check out his channel here soon, because you know, I think they're going to be starting some cool builds here real soon. Shirley Welch says, I have a friend, and thank you, Shirley. You have a friend as well. Do what you love. It'll work out. My husband is always watching videos on how to fix stuff and build stuff. Well, Margot, I'm more than happy if he ever has a question about how to fix something or whatever, just send me an email. And if he can't find it on YouTube, there's a chance that I probably know about it. So, yeah, Patrick, yeah, it is kind of on hold. When I contacted my cousin, you know, because I told y'all in the video I wanted to go see my cousin and my sister. She is really, really locked up busy right now with her schedule down there. She drives a school bus for Conroe, Texas. And so Patrick, she's pretty much loaded down there. But after I talked to my sister, she said after the first of the year would probably be better to make that happen. So, and I agreed that, you know, let me get this stuff out of the way here and just settle with that for right now. And then I'll be coming down there and seeing you for sure. Let's see, who else? Let me scan back up the comments. They flew by me again. Glad to see you laugh again. Thank you, Glenda. I appreciate that. She's a country woman. I like that. Was it Paul's been hitting the bottle? Right. Get that nip, eh? Billy Thompson. Hope you're fine and keep your chin up. Scotland is rotten for you. I agree. I agree, Billy. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, it's better just to move on and get happy again, you know. Benjamin Glue from Australia. That is a cool last name. So we're at Benjamin in Australia. Man, see, because of you and Jonesy and I got a few others that are from Australia down there. Man, that's always been on my bucket list to go do that. And who knows, I might just be able to do that. We need you to build some cool thing and do your thing. Be careful and let anyone in. I agree, Stefan. Yep. Come here in your winter because it's warmer here, right? Yeah. I know, I don't like the cold for sure. So yeah, it will be the winter time, and that'd be a nice time to escape. You know, I was actually looking that up over my last few days of doing my reflecting and what have you, and looking it up. And I think the plane trip is like 18 or 20 hours or something like that. I was like, that is crazy. But I guess when you leave here, you know, you actually don't arrive for like 2 days, technically by the clock. But then when you come back, you get back here the same time you left, which is even nuttier. So, not AI, RM, right, Paul? Right? See, Troy said, I have lived all over the world and the U.S. There is no other place I'd rather be than in southeast West Virginia. Now, Troy, remember, you got to say it right. You're from there. West by God, Virginia. Oklahoma isn't bad. Country is good. Well, yeah. Like I said, I've already been to Oklahoma and done that trip once, so I think I'm good there. Not to mention where my kids live, there are no trees hardly ever around, you know, like, there's something about just looking at flat land for as far as you can see. And no, I'm not into that. No, I want some rolling hills, and I want some mountains, and I want, you know, or at least some bigger hills and lots of trees and woods and whatever. There's Sadie girl. What you're doing, that's awesome. Thank you very much, Sadie. You know what Sadie, I love about your name is that was the name of one of my dogs here, and she was one of the most awesome dogs you ever wanted to meet. And that kind of warms my heart a little bit right there. Mr. International, thank you very much. Go Georgia Bulldogs. So for those of you who don't know, Mr. International just happens to be a very, very awesome person in my world. And that is one guy that I don't even know how to say it. That is one guy that is just one of them awesome people in the world, y'all. And the world is a whole lot better for him being in it. There's no doubt. Go Georgia Bulldogs. See, and I was even talking all that trash about the Gators winning and everything else, and the Gators just laid down and fell on their face and let the Bulldogs beat them. Was warmer in North Carolina. Last two been chilly, right? Yeah, it's I think it's that way everywhere. There's Jules and Garden Girl, Arkansas. Those are some of my other favorite people. So Scott and Garden Girl, Arkansas. They're a couple. They're the ones that sold me the car, y'all. So that was awesome. Tim, did we lose you already? Geraldine Wade, have a thought about moving to Texas? I've lived in Texas, Geraldine, and yeah, I mean, it's been a thought, but after, I used to live in Spring area, and Spring is awesome, but now Spring, there's no more Spring, Texas anymore. It's so congested, and 45 from Conroe all the way down is it's just nutty, and I couldn't do that. Candy's Live, Troy said, okay, I've been Wheeling, West Virginia. I've been there. It is very beautiful. Yep. Trisha Rayfield, going to be cold here next week in North Carolina. Yeah, Paul, the grandbaby is getting there. There's Diamond Riz. What's happening? Good to see you. Thank you. Okay, from Muskogee. Raven Square's going to have a ball. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I know, I couldn't help but sing it either. I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. My blue sidecar mini bike was purchased by filmmakers out of Cincinnati. It's going to, wow, Danny, that is awesome. So, okay, so let me explain this to y'all. Danny took a mini bike and built a custom sidecar for it. And it is one of the coolest things you've ever seen. I mean, I thought my buggy was pretty cool, but no, he took it to the next level right there, and it is very cool, y'all. And now it's going to be in a movie. So, Danny, as soon as we find out what the movie is, we got to promote that for you, because that is very, very cool. Because now I can see the movie and go, I know the dude that built that. There's Brian. What's happening? What kind of hymns you gonna make? I'm not sure. I'm going to be just like, I want to finish building that buggy up. And the next one I want to build, I've been actually coming up with some cool plans for the next one I want to build, and I want to make it 4-wheel drive. I want to have 2 separate engines for each drive line, so that you can basically just, whenever you're playing in the mud and you get stuck, you fire up the other engine and you can control both front and rear wheels with different speeds. I have found that if you can control that when you're stuck in the mud, a lot of times that helps. Do you want land that has a home on it or raw land? Pam B says, I think I'm going to go with raw land. I do have Bertha, and the plan is to get a bulldozer, and I would like to go ahead and clear the land myself and do what I kind of did here, do it my way. So I think that's the way to go. I'll have to fix now next spring. We're jumping the pond, right? Yeah, we might have to build that buggy up just so we can see if we can jump the pond one time before I move and before I sell it. Stanley York Sr. I would definitely love that, Stanley. I would definitely love to stop and see you and take that trip. Oh, thank you, Serenity. I appreciate that. I am trying to get there. Oh, thank you, Margot. I appreciate that too. That is awesome, y'all. Showing that love, and that just makes my day, y'all. You just don't even know. Mark Bowshire, g'day from Kangaroo Island, South Australia. Down there where it's cold, mates. Bloody cold, I'm saying. Did I say it right, Mark? Hope I got the accent good on that one. I always wondered about Australia, if they have like accents like we do, like, because you go up, you go to Boston, go up there and they talk about the cows, and and you get up there to Maine and they got the dooryards and what have you like that, and then And then you get down south and they say, y'all, what's a dooryard? You mean that car thing out there we park under? You know? Yes, I have contacted the realtor, Pam, and I'm waiting for her to get back to me. Beverly Glass, yeah, thank you very much, Beverly. I appreciate that. Let me scan back down. It went by me. There's Big Joe. What's happening? Coming live next Tuesday from Inner Mongolia. Right? So somebody answer me that question. Some of you Australian people answer me that question. Do y'all have the different accents like we have here? Because, you know, Germany actually has a little bit of an accent from north to south, but not much. Teresa Blanton says, seems the karma has begun. Yep, it's coming back to me. Candy's Life says, hello, my favorite Auntie Anne. Yes. I'm from Florida and moved to Georgia. Yeah, already done that, Peach. Already done that Georgia trip. No, I can't do that no more either. One of my very youngest daughters, she lives in Florida. Oh, thank you, Brian. Yeah, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. So look at us, all this love, y'all. Kenny Cat, what does it say? We're frenemies. You've had a lot to put up with. Yeah. Get the heck out of there and don't talk that. I agree. Yep. Just get out of here and move on and be happy. You know, and look here, let me show y'all real quick. So this is something, and you know who you are that sent this to me. And it's one of them things that's that I have looked at a lot, y'all, the last few days on my getting my brain right again. Don't worry, be happy. So this is one of the things that has helped me get back to me again. You know, I think through all this stress and everything, I started to lose part of me, and that just wasn't right. You know, and Mr. International, with Veterans Day coming up, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for your service and sacrifice. Thank you very much, man. Yeah. And the same goes to you and all the other veterans out there. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a live on that day, but I think the 11th is actually on that Tuesday. So see if I can pull it up real quick. Yeah, it is on a Tuesday. So my live will be on that next Tuesday for that day. And as you can see, I wear it proudly. And thank you to the subscriber that sent that to me, because this is now my favorite hat. Let's see. Lots of trees where I live in Oklahoma. Well, I might just have to stop and see you over there. Kenny Cat watching from northwest Arkansas. Okay, NWA. That's not what I thought it said at first. Go Dogs! Yeah. Unfortunately, but you know, I thought that I was actually trying to mess with Mr. International there and sending him texts, you know, because I like, oh yeah, Gators are winning, Gators got it going on. They come back and lay down, let it happen. Love farmland, very flat. You know, I like the hills though. I mean, our night, I do. I like the hills, and I like to, you know, I like to just, like I said, I love being in that backhoe, y'all. That just, to me, that is peace. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. So, that's, like I said, that's my peace in the world right there, y'all. Is being able to get in that and clear trees and knock things down. And there's a woman on YouTube that has a channel that how much house for the money, and she finds some cheap on. Oh, really? She looks everywhere too. Cool. Patricia, send me that info. I would like to internet. Oh, I appreciate that, Mr. International. And like I said, y'all, Mr. International is he's one of them very special people in the world. Like, you just don't even know. And no, I'm not going to spill the beans on who he really is, his true identity, because he kind of being incognito right now. But I'm sure if you really want to know who he is, you can go over there and find out. Teresa Blanton, don't give him what he wants. Stay, hold your ground. No, no, Teresa, I'm. That's not even an option anymore. Um, like I said, too many bad memories here, and I think it's just, I think I would rather be closer to my kids, and just go do that, and hang out with my grandkids. I don't want to have to drive 5 hours. I would rather drive like 2 or 3 hours. To where I can get in the car in the morning or jump in the truck in the morning, and be over there and hang out with them all the weekend and not have to worry about it. Brian, like I said, I'm gonna be doing some more cool stuff. I want to build the buggy. I want to build actually a couple of buggies. I've always wanted to build a 4-wheel drive one. And then one of my projects that I really want to build, y'all, is I really want to build a pontoon boat, okay, that I can drive a 4-wheeler up on or a side-by-side and use that power from that machine to drive the boat. This is one of the coolest things. I've had this plan in my head for years about being able to drive a small car up on there on one, or a Jeep on one, and use it to power the boat. I mean, to the point where you could just sit on there and you lock your front steering wheels down onto a couple of pads. So when you turn the steering wheel, they turn like that, and control the rudders on the boat and steer the boat. And I think I've pretty much got that figured out on how to do that. So that is one of the things that I really want to try and build. So, and again, I've just never had the time or enough money to make that come to fruition. But soon that will be happening. And like I said, that would be just one of those things I really, really want to do. And I know that I got Tim over there, being the engineering genius that he is. I'm sure he could help me figure out some of the cooler things that I don't know about that kind of thing, and make that happen. Shamokin, PA, checking in. That's right. I like that name. Is that really a town, Shamokin, PA? That's a very cool name. Moderators, I'm going to say potty mouth word next. Uh-oh. All right, y'all be on your best behavior. Oh, Stefan, thank you very much. Thank you, man. Y'all are just, man. You just don't even know what kind of that just makes my day, y'all. Southern Indiana is quite beautiful, but Indiana wants me, but I can't go back there. Loose Screw Ranch, Miss Kim, what's happening? Tim, you start flirting with my Smurfette, probably snitching on your other half. There's Big Wave, Mr. Kevin. That's my friend from Florida. Thank you very much for being here. Yes, Cat, thank you again. That is awesome. Y'all just don't even know. I'm actually, thanks to a few people in this world, I'm actually kind of feeling like I'm getting a new sense of life, so to speak. Like I'm kind of getting my spark back, so to speak. I actually watched a video of Tim's the other day, and that helped me a lot, Tim, surprising enough. I know that may sound like a little cheesy thing, but it actually did. There was something you said in the live and in the video, and I don't even remember exactly what it was, but there was something you said in there that just kind of clicked and resonated with me. And that was a good, I don't know, I guess it kind of sparked something, that I was still going through this, phase, this last few days is, it was like I could put my fingers on a lot of things, but there was just a couple of things that I couldn't roll over, so to speak. And Tim said something, and all of a sudden it clicked in my head, and I was like, wow, okay, well, now that makes more sense too. So again, Tim, thank you for that. I appreciate that, brother. I know you probably don't even know what you said, but because I don't know what you said, but it did. But something just did that to me. Teresa Blanton, lucky to have a spot in the mountains. Don't lose it. Yeah, well, Teresa, that was one of those things too. Yeah, I am lucky to have the spot in the mountains. But on the same note, um, a wise man once said that home is where the heart is, and so I'm at that point. I think now, now that I've gotten past the letting go of this property and letting go of all of this that's here, that now it's like, again, where home is where my heart is going to be, and I don't have to have the mountain views, and I don't have to have all of that anymore. As long as I've got some property that's got some privacy where my grandkids can come over and we can get on four-wheelers and we can dig a big mud hole and we can have us a blast playing on four-wheelers and testing out the cool stuff that we build and breaking it and fixing it. You know what I mean? So to me, I found that's more important than the views. Like water features, I can build those. I don't need to be around a rushing river or anything like that. I can build that stuff, and that's another thing that kind of put me there. So I just thought, you know what, I can make all of that happen. May Hashem give you wisdom and provision as you continue your journey. Blessings. Thank you, Ariel. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. Let's see what I missed out. Okay, never mind. Prophetic dreams and vision from Jesus. Come to the best state, the West State, Western Australia. Really? Another Australian person. That is awesome. Western Australia. I've watched so many videos on Australia, y'all. I'm telling you, I am going to make that trip. That's on my bucket list. You're welcome, Danny. Yeah, you're welcome. Definitely keep me posted on that. What movie it's going to be in, because I would love to see that. Tiny Bubbles. What did I win? You have now won the greatest subscriber of the day. Missed my comment about where I live. No, I didn't. I missed it, Andy Ann. I didn't miss it about the trees. You got trees there? That's what I said. I'm gonna have to just swing over there and see you on my little trip here. In fact, just send me a text there, and because I am gonna be going to see the kids for Thanksgiving, and I wouldn't mind stopping in there and grabbing a tea with y'all. I think that would be great. Please be sure to see the land in the rain. Right, Granny V? I agree. Yeah. Yeah. Before I actually sign the purchase agreement on the next piece of property, yeah, you can bet I'm going to be there and see it when it's raining, or after it's rained really, really hard anyway. Oh, that is funny. Shirley Wells, my younger brother is in Tyler, Texas. Yep, I do know where that is. Yep. I see you chat is moving, multitasking. Yeah, I am trying to multitask. Pom Mom, there's my other friend from Florida. Now, Pom Mom and I have been friends for a long time. She used to be a customer of mine back years ago, and then we became friends, and that's awesome. There's Mr. Mark. Good day, mate. Let's see. EJ Junkins. Kuala Lumpur. Okay. Not sure what that means. Somebody explain that one to me. I will not be knowing. Terry Knight. Yes, they do. People in Melbourne sound different than the people from in Sydney. Really? Okay. So I mean, do they have like a southern? I guess here we call it a southern accent. So I don't know if it would be the same. Is it that much of a difference, Terry? I'm just curious. I'm trying to catch up on the comments, y'all, because they're going by me so fast. So Brian Wilkerson, what's happening? Oh, Cheryl, thank you very much. I think you have more than enough with the super chat tonight to order your carburetor. Yes, I do. I do. Thank you very much. Yes, I won't be able to get it till next month, but that's okay. Next month will be cool. Maybe my grandbabies will be out for Christmas break, and we can throw that together. Oh, there was a double whammy. Can I jinx myself when you do that? Throw that together. All right, just bear with me, y'all, a second, real fast. Let me scan down through these. Germany was east-west. No, actually, in Germany, they actually have two different accents for south and north. Yes. Speech is to gibberish. I said we lived in High Falls, Lake Georgia for a year one time. I blame it on speech to text, right? Laugh and joke. That's right. Thanks all the veterans. I don't have to be one. You're welcome, Brett. So I really wish I knew what a Michigan accent was. I was told you do. Michiganders have one. They do, Shiloh. They do. Let my daughter talk to you one time, you know, and I mean, and you can hear the difference in between, like, you know, English and other, you know, I don't know. You can just hear the accent in there. It's really not so much that you have an accent as that you don't have an accent compared to the rest of the world. That's probably a better way to put it. Yes, we do have different accents. Really? Okay. See, that's the reason I got to go down there now, and I've got to see that. I've got to hear that. Ron Gray, what's happening? Whatever you pick or choose, I wish you nothing but the best life can offer. Ron, that is awesome. Thank you very much. 472 watching. They're watching my goofy self again. What it is? They're probably going, "Who's that dummy? Look at that dummy on the TV right there." Leon, come in here. Look at this dummy on the TV. I'm trying to get Jan to come visit. I'm not that important to my sister, right? Oh. Well, Troy, you never know. Might be there might be something in your future there too, Troy. So think about that one. Eddie Munster wears a small hat, right? I'm leaving that one alone too, because that's what did I miss? Just got here. Oh, Brian Slacken just got here. 450 or 550 and just showing up. Oh, Brian's always dedicated. So is Joe. Joe and Jan are always dedicated. Like, Joe is usually always the first one in my live, and that is awesome. So Joe, give Ginger some love for me, and a big old hug for me. You know what I mean? So, what about Ozarks, Missouri? Oh, I've lived in Missouri too, and I mean, I mean, the Ozarks part of it was Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Lost in the Woods. Getting AIDS from the hospital, and he brought home a bunch of them with him. You know, I always tell people to go to a hospital, get out of there. That place is full of sick people. Joe Cool, going through. You made it through that, and you will make it through what's going on from one veteran to another. Stay. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. And yes, I will get through this. Again, I just had to, just kind of had to regroup the brain, you know. Like I said, I got my Post-it notes on the way. So, you know, I'll be putting them up here again to just keep retraining that brain and keep my focus on where I want to go and what I want to do. That was a mistake. Don't ever underestimate a woman working heavy machinery, right? When do you hope to move? Pam says. I don't really know, Pam. Like I said, it's in the universe, and I'm going to let the universe and time decide that. Our son is a staff sergeant in the National Guard. He's 15 years in, and thank you very much. And thank him as well, Robert. Well, that is awesome. Anona Milton, what's happening? Sometimes God closes doors and has a bigger one in mind, right? And that's, you know, I tell people that a lot too, that sometimes, you know, he closes those doors and then when he opens up the next one, if you're too afraid to step through it, then it's never going to happen. And you know, just like us being here, like if it hadn't have, you know, then who knows, you know, what happened. You know, I feel like, you know, with Mary and I, like maybe our time together was to bring her here and Shorty here, and you know, so that they can grow and be a lot happier in their world. So if maybe that was you know, what I was supposed to do in that relationship, then great. You know, I say that's even better yet. You know, maybe I saved her as much as she saved me with that deal, and I couldn't be happier about that part. Man, comments are way down here, y'all. I'm so far behind the comments. And dry land, that way when the floods come, right? You know, a lot of people used to say that about us when we were building a houseboat in Florida. You know, like, well, if it floods with the hurricanes, guess what? You know, we just load up stuff on there and keep going. Yeah, I agree, Midnight Vlogs. Yeah. And, you know, and I thought that's what was happening here, but, that, you know, it is what it is. But that's okay. Like I said, maybe this is not where I was supposed to be. And obviously it doesn't seem like this is where I was supposed to stay anyway, you know. The way I see it, Mary and Shorty got their forever place going on down there, and if that's what it took to make that happen for them, then I couldn't be happier about that part. So, well, yeah. I mean, as far as I know, as far as missing family, you know, the only ones I want to be around my kids. So that's it. You know, I'm not going to move somewhere where the rest of my family is, but I want to move to my kids, and that's, you know, the closest thing. So, Sherry Grace, Gary, love how you are rising above all the BS. We love you, man. Wouldn't miss your channel for nothing. God has a special place for you. Thank you. I hope it's not in the corner because I was a bad boy one day. No, I'm kidding. And thank you very much for that, Sherry. I appreciate that. I'm sitting here, fabrication on that idea. I could make it work, right? You see what I'm talking about, then, Danny? That would be very cool to do. Don Thompson, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Joe Cool says, you made it through your service. Yep, I agree. Thank you very much. Okay, let me scan back down here. I see my friend Amber here. uh, I have to watch Amber sometimes because you know, when I'm reading her comments out loud, because I will read it word for word, knowing what she means, but I will still read it word for word. uh, I'm changing my channel name too, as I've just bought 5 acres. Cool. That's the congrats on that. That is awesome. Oh man. Okay. Things are flying by. I'm trying to catch up, y'all. Candy's Life, you are welcome to come play in the mud. When I get settled, you are welcome to come do that. I know everything wants to kill you in Florida too, but even worse in Australia, but it still be very cool to go see it. Like I want to go visit the Outback, and I want to go visit Queensland, and I want to go. Um, uh, there's a joke about Australia that's not G rated. That's not a G rating, huh? Well, Rick, you're gonna have to send that one to me in an email because I would love to hear that one. uh, that is awesome. 5:56. So, Tim, are you going live tonight? And I don't know if anybody else, because I heard that, you know, that the Grady's don't do lives anymore. I feel potty mouth words pending. Oh, look out, they're coming. Just thank you for that, Nona. I appreciate that. Tasmania Islands, the best place in Australia, Jonesy said. No, I need a fast classes this time. The big ones I got, I need a fast ones. I can't keep up with this. So I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. So if I missed your question, y'all, I'm sorry. I am trying. I only got 3 minutes left, and I don't think I'm going to have time to scan through them all because, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I am. I'm getting close to the bottom. Just ready. They have a mobile home dealer in town for 55. Yeah, but I don't think they would like my backhoe and my tractor or my loud buggy or anything else like that. So, well, I thought it was about to catch up, and then it just jumped on me again. You know, you see that little bar down there at the bottom? And just when I thought I was about to catch up to the bottom, all of a sudden it jumped way up again. So I was going to kind of fly through these. In England, there must be 30 different accents considering we're a small country, right? So, come on, I'm just trying to fly through here, y'all. So, and it sound a bit Canadian, right? They do. Um, man, yeah, I'm not going to catch up. It ain't going to happen. I'm not going to catch up. Uh, So how does that work? I would say, I hope all things are going well. Just remember to keep your head held high and get through it. I will. Thank you very much. And y'all so much. I'm very grateful for like the comments, y'all. You just don't even know how grateful I was for all the awesome comments and the positive uh, reinforcement there. And that a lot of that has helped me really get over that little hump because I'm telling you, that rattled my chain, y'all. That really did rattle my chain. Um, Rooting for you, new here, but seems like you got treated wrong. I believe I did, and but that's okay. You know what? That's just it is what it is. So um, I don't care anymore. I'm moving past it, and I am getting back to me again, and getting back to the person that that I wanted to take this channel to. Um, so Junk to Jens getting new grasses, right? Uh, Leslie Lugg, hi from Victoria, Australia. Hope you keep your channel going, Gary. Sorry you have some troubles at the moment. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you very much. That is so awesome, y'all. But again, like I said, y'all, thank you so much for all the positive comments. Everything has just really made my transition there to where I was at a few days ago to where I'm at now, and seeing the now positive going forward, and getting there. I want to get back to that. Kindness says, how's your back? Well, y'all see this? Well, there's a towel on it now, but I got this really cool heating pad that I stay on, and my big bottle of ibuprofen. So yeah, it doesn't hurt like it was, but on the same note, I still have to use this every day, every night when I'm done doing whatever I'm doing outside and around here. Shirley Welch says her bill's paid off on that. Yeah, that's awesome. Brenda Light. Yeah, it's getting there, slowly but surely. I still got to get to a doctor, so. And I actually have an appointment. That's right. I have an appointment on the 12th, I believe, for the doctor. I got that sent to me a little while ago. Just for the doctor itself, so I can go get him to check my back out. So I will be doing that. So then I'll know, pretty much what's going on, which is most likely what they're going to tell me. So, oh, we need some tests and go figure out what's happening with that. So, Gary, you do need to come read. You want me? Yeah, right. I know, right? Yeah. No, Jen, I already know how you read comments. But you can come coax me and have fun with me though, and get through them. There's Janet. Keep your head up. Don't stop stopping. YouTube. Thank you. I won't. I think I'm gonna just keep on doing YouTube because, like I said, all of y'all, you show me that love every week and every day, and I want to get back to why I started this, and that's the main goal here. What's the movie Ozark? I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of the movie Ozark. Wow, y'all, it's way back up there again. Nothing wrong with the corner, Gary. It's my favorite place, right? Gary, you was there to get your VA money and have a better life. See, there you go. I like that idea. I like that one too, Glenda. Yep. I had to come up here to make that happen, and again, got to know all of y'all. So that's again, that's just make it. Teresa got 5 acres here right now, and like I'll tell people, Troy's wrong turn, Clyde. I tell people all the time, shoot, that one right out the window. Oh, you got a point, but don't worry about it. You can cover yours up with a hat. All right, Karen from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Hello, Karen. Man, y'all. Like I said, if I've missed any comments of y'all or questions or whatever, just catch me on the next one. You know, so it's just flying by me. And thank you, Southern Peach. Appreciate that. Kindness showing 400 in the chat, only 18 likes. What? No, there's more likes than that. Gotta be. Refresh. You got a dirty joke. Guy fell in a mud puddle. Want a clean one? He took a bath. I know. Not funny, Gumby. Lori Larkin, what's happening? Reverend Dream, there's my friend Reverend Dream. What's happening? Okay, I'm still trying to catch up, y'all. As Forrest Gump always said, life is like a box of chocolates. That's right. You never know what you're going to get. Man, I used to do Forrest Gump so well. I had the accent going on there, and I messed that one all up. But yeah, Rick, I usually do the Forrest Gump pretty well. Glad your spirit's up, Gary. Hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you, Patricia. I think I will. In fact, I'm positive I will. That will happen. I'm trying to catch up here. Thank you, Kimberly. We appreciate that. And I'm going to be, some of y'all sent some cool suggestions on doing something different with the name a little bit. You know, Junk to Gems Journey. I really like that one. And I may be putting that one on there soon, so I'm not sure. Plan to leave the trailer and go with the property or dismantle the barn and remove. I don't know, Charles. Again, got to let the universe figure that out for me. I don't know what's going to happen or what kind of property I'm going to find or what have you like that. But worst case scenario, I can take that wall down and, move the camper out of here and take it with me if I want to. So thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. And go from there. And so who knows? Or I might go buy a different camper and just when I sell the property, somebody's got something already kind of set up here to start their dream, and maybe this could be their dream start place, And I think I would love nothing better than to make that happen for somebody. So, all right, good night, y'all. Oh man, I'm already past my time, y'all. I'm over here rambling on. I guess, Tim, are you going live tonight? 11 Bravo, Preps, Arizona. Site from Arkansas to Northern California. 11 Bravo, ground pounding, Preps, Arizona. From Arkansas to North Carolina. So if nobody's in a hurry to get out of here and nobody's got anything else to do, then I'll hang out with y'all for a little bit. I mean, sometimes you just got to say what the that was in that movie, Bright Light. Try not to take too much ibuprofen. Oh, I know. It's definitely not good for the liver and the kidneys, for sure. I try not to, and I try to take, like I've got these, let's see if I can reach them here. Like these things here, I try to take a couple of these, like the dollar store type of stuff. And those seem to help a lot. But when things get real bad, then I'll have to take one or two of them 800 milligram ibuprofen and just do the heat pad and what have you. All right, good night, Wanda. Thank you very much for being here. Like I said, if nobody's got any place to go, I don't mind keep going for a little while longer. I haven't heard from Tim yet whether he's going live. Has anybody heard from Tim if he's going live tonight? Let's see. I'm trying to scan up and catch up here. You know what? I just need to fly to the bottom. Thank you. I seen that. Somebody said I love you. Okay. Now, hey, look at there. I'm actually caught up. Everybody's leaving now. Comfrey. Look that up. Great for pain. Really? Okay. I would like to check that out. Katie's Kitchen has a live soon. Fun small channel. Katie's Kitchen. Okay. All right. Well, on that note, Ace, then everybody's got some place to go then. So on that note, thank you all so much for being here. And go check out Tim at Ridge Life over there. I think he goes on in about an hour, probably a little less than an hour now that I've run my gator 10 minutes over my time. I'm sitting at the table and working. There's rules against that, Anona. Smoke 233. What? American Gal, blessings and good health from the Tennessee Smokies. Thank you very much, American Gal. That's my friend Amber. Do the 7-Eleven store clerk. How much will you be paying for that today? Thank you. Come again. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight, y'all. I love every single one of you, and thanks so much for being here tonight. And this has made my day, y'all. And yes, I am going to be, I've got some stuff that I'm working on tomorrow, trying to get some of this stuff moved over back by the shop. And my main thing here lately, though, is just trying to get this done inside the barn here and get these two. I've still got like a little bit of plastic to put up and what have you like that. But anyway, y'all will be seeing that hopefully tomorrow, if not the next day. So anyway, I love all of y'all. Thank you so much for joining Junk the Gems, and come back and see me next week, because next week is Veterans Day, y'all. So come back and see us on that. We're gonna do something cool for the veterans, and I don't know, even if it's just chatting them and boosting them up. So if y'all haven't yet today, thank a veteran. Go give a veteran a hug, and go hug somebody you love, and do something nice for somebody. And keep the positive out there, y'all. Keep the happy out there. That's what this is all about. All right, let's not drag each other down. Until next time, thank you. Goodbye. Gary, hit the button. You're talking too long. Go away now. You're done. I'm still trying to hit the button. There it goes.